Hello. So today I want to talk you through how to edit your store so that it works a little bit more with your personality and your aesthetic and maybe the type of products you have. So you can see when you first start a store, and all I've done to do this is gone here and clicked the store collection and then create a new store. And then it gave me the option of how I wanted it to look. Now, inside the store, you can see it will give you prompts of how to set up your store. When you go to these steps, it will say that you need to add products, that you need to add a way to get paid, that you need to learn how to choose how you want to ship these things, and you have to choose a plan if you haven't paid for your Squarespace subscription yet, and obviously publish your store. Now, if your website's already live, these two are already done. So it's just a matter of these three things here. So you want to add a product, and then you can choose physical, digital, service, or gift card products. You can import products from Etsy. You can import your products from Shopify. So there's quite a lot you can do that way. I'm just going to continue on with the templates they have here. You also will need to go in to your commerce settings and make sure you can connect either Stripe or PayPal. Make sure you set your store currency to the most relevant option for you, and you want to make sure that you've provided some way to ship products. Even if you're only doing service-based products or gift cards, or digital products. If you have no physical products, you still need to add a shipping option. It's just what Squarespace makes you do. You can also set up pickup options. So if you have a physical location that people can pick up products for free, that's an option you can do. Now, coming back to our actual store, you can find that here. There's a lot of ways you can customize this. So let's start with customizing the actual store page here. If you go to edit and you go to this little pencil here, you can decide if you want it to be inset on larger screens like the one I have here, or full width. You can decide how many rows of products you want to go across so you can have anywhere between 2 and 4. You can decide on the image ratio. So you can decide if you want the product images to be square or if you want them to be ultra widescreen. Again, a lot of this will be determined based on your products. So if you're selling vertical prints or horizontal prints, if you have, and how you do your product photography. So let's go square. Let's say we want 3 across. That looks really nice. And you can decide how much space you want between these things. So you can make this all very much in your brand. So if you want this to be spacious like your brand, you can do that. You can decide if you want to show or hide the price on this page. You can decide on the text. So you can see right now it's center. You can do the text alignment. Now, the other quick thing I want to do, you can decide on the colors, which is another one, the background of how this shop looks. Now, these images obviously are cream, which isn't great to do cream on cream, but maybe we had white images or images with white backgrounds and we wanted this to be a cream picture. So it's really whatever works best for you. The other thing I wanted to note is these are really tiny in this custom font that I have on this site, or it's not custom, it's just a font. So under site styles, fonts, I can then go click this and decide, okay, I want that to be heading 3. And that makes it just a little bit bigger. I can decide heading 2 if I wanted, but just make it a little more readable for people. So I'm going to go ahead and save those changes. And next, let's go ahead and show you the new thing that Squarespace has done, which I'm pretty excited about, is if you're in one of the actual products itself, they've now got so many ways that you can lay out your details page for a product. They used to only have really 2. You pretty much have this half page or the simple page. Now you have these 4 different options that you can select, which is really cool. So I really like this wrap layout. I love this full layout. Again, it really depends on your aesthetic. Let's go ahead and select this. So you can see that it's set up in a way. Let's go ahead and edit here. It will work better if we were to have more images. So I'm just going to add added another image just so you can kind of see what's going on here. And in here, you can do quite a lot of things. So you can add custom forms, custom buttons. You can see they've updated the product composer so that things are a little tidier here. So you can decide what other information people need. It's a lot cleaner as far as if there's information. So this has got additional information, which is kind of throwing off the way that this layout looks. So I'm just going to delete a lot of this so you can see what it looks like if you don't have all these weird images down here. All right. I'm just going to make sure these are all deleted and apply. And you can add in additional information, and that's what shows up way down at the bottom. So this is great for adding size charts or adding, dimension information or things that might need to be there, or even if it's food or something and you need to have some sort of disclaimer. That's a really good place for these things. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this. And it's not showing any of the images, which I find very interesting. So let's go ahead and see if we can edit the product design. So if you hit this little pencil, you can see we've got it set to full, but we can always change it to half. We can change it to wrap. So these are all those other options we were just talking about. You can see this is laid in both of these. And if we were to have a third picture, it would come down here at the bottom. Simple, which is what Squarespace used to have. And with the simple, you can choose a few different options. You can choose how wide you want the gallery to be on the page. You can choose the content alignment. You can choose the gallery placement. You can choose if you want it to be stacked or a slideshow or whatever. So actually stacked isn't that different from the half or the wrapped, depending on. And so you can choose lots of different options here. So let's go back to full. And in full, you just have the one setting here, right? So it goes across here, and the details are down here, and that's pretty much it. You can also change colors. Half, you don't have as many settings for this yet either. I would imagine as Squarespace evolves that this will come in where you can change the padding between things or the size. But for the moment, there's not so many settings for this. There's just the functionality of their layout, but you can play around with these, find the one that best suits you. This one right now still has the most customization that you can do under simple. But like I said, I would be very surprised if in the long run, Squarespace doesn't allow for some of these features, like where you want your content alignment or how much gallery width you need or how much space you need for buttons and things the same way. So play around with these. Again, if you ever want to edit anything in Squarespace, look for this little pencil. And if you're looking for design features like how big you want these fonts, go ahead, go to fonts, and then just click on it, and you will find everything you need to edit. So say I want that to be heading 1. There we go. It's done. So I hope this helps you customize your shop to your little heart's content. If you have any questions, just comment below.